Hey, what is up guys? This is Garrett from OGAds.com. I'm going to be making a full tutorial showing you start to finish how to get started with OG ads. It is super simple, but I've been having a lot of requests for this video, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay guys, so the first thing you want to do is go ahead and go to namecheap.com. We're going to need to get web hosting and a domain name. Once you're on Namecheap, you want to go ahead and go under hosting right here and click on shared hosting. Now you can have dedicated servers or dedicated hosting, but I would recommend starting off with shared hosting. Once you get onto the shared hosting page, it will look just like this. We can go ahead and sort this to monthly if you don't want to pay for a yearly subscription. Now, the hosting that I would recommend is this one right here. It's only going to cost $6.88 per month, and if you want to go with the yearly, it comes down to about $3. You also will need a domain, so what you need to do is go ahead and search for a domain. So you can go ahead and go back to the home page and start searching for what domain that you want to purchase. A domain should only cost about $8 to $10 depending on which one you want to buy. So let's go ahead and just search for one. Okay, so this could be a domain that you could think about, couponmasters.org. Now you need to keep in mind what type of niche that you plan to be promoting. If you want to target coupons, you can add coupons in the title, and it will only cost $7.48. So you can do that with the bundle right here. So you can go ahead and select monthly, click get started, and then you can go ahead and select new domain, and then you can bundle that all together. So let's go ahead and just type that in right now. couponmasters.org, and I would recommend selecting a .org or a .com so you can see everything together. Let me go ahead and click connect right here. Okay, everything put together is going to cost you $14. You want to go ahead and add that to cart and pay for it. Once you're done with that, we will move on to the next step. Now, once you pay for your hosting and your domain name, you should see an email like this. It should say order summary. Now, I already purchased it. This is my receipt right here. And then you will receive another email that says your hosting account details for your domain, and go ahead and click on it. What you want to do now is go ahead and scroll down just a little bit until you see the cPanel details, just like this. Once you have your cPanel details, you will want to install FileZilla. Now this software will allow you to manage your web hosting very easily from your computer. You can manage it directly from the cPanel, but I found this software super easy, and when I was a newbie, this was super helpful to manage everything in one spot really quickly. So we're going to go ahead and install it. Once you have that complete, we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so once you have FileZilla installed, we will next need to grab the IP address of our web hosting. So let's go ahead and copy this IP right here. Now that we got our IP address, we will go ahead and enter it in the host section right here at the very top where it says host. We'll go ahead and just paste the IP address right into the box. Now the next thing you need to do is go ahead and scroll back to the bottom and look for cPanel username. We'll go ahead and copy this as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter our username now. So I'm going to go ahead and click in the username box, paste it right into the box. And the next thing we will do is grab the cPanel password right here. So it's a randomly generated password, so you probably didn't create this password. Just go ahead and copy it, and bam, we just copied. Now next we will select the password field. We're going to go ahead and paste our password in, and you won't be able to see it, but we should have copied it properly. The next thing we want to do is go ahead and enter the number 21. Let's go ahead and test this out now. So I'm going to go ahead and click quick connect. We want to just click OK to all of this, and if everything connected, it should look just like this. Okay, so now that we are connected, this might be a little confusing, but I'll show you exactly how to get this going. What you want to do is go under public HTML right here, just go ahead and double click it, and you're going to see all of these different files. Now I currently don't have a landing page enabled, so it does say I have a parking page right there. So we can go ahead and just delete all of these files. Make sure you're in the right spot before you start deleting anything. So you want to go under public HTML, And if you see parking page or something like that, just go ahead and delete it. Now we currently don't have a landing page, so let's go ahead and find a landing page to put onto our domain. Okay, so once you go ahead and delete like the parking file, usually it does add that by default. This is what your domain should look like. So you can see I'm on my domain, quickcoupons.org. It just says index of, so there is no files in there. So what we're gonna do right now is find a landing page. Okay, so I just went ahead and went to chatgpt.com. If you guys are not familiar with this, this is an AI software that can generate you landing pages. Basically, it can generate anything. It saves you a lot of time creating landing pages and stuff like that. Now, I wouldn't always recommend it to generate you landing pages, but this is a start that you can use to get your first landing page. So you can see this is the prompt that I just requested to ChatGPT. Just says, can you create me a landing page for affiliate marketing? I'll be promoting on OGAds. And I want to promote different coupons and deals for different real life companies. Example, Roblox, Amazon, Uber Eats. I need to have my content locker added as well, blah, blah, blah. So right now it is generating me a full landing page. Now this might be a pretty crummy landing page, so we need to see exactly what it does generate. So let's go ahead and just give it a few more minutes to complete, and then I'll show you exactly how to add this to your domain and get it running. Okay, so it generated all of the code. I entered my content locker, so it asked like what's your content locker, blah blah blah. So I went ahead and put my content locker right here, and then it has regenerated the whole landing page. So what we're gonna do is click copy code, and then we will go ahead and need to make a new folder on our desktop. So I do have landing pages for OG ads. This is just a new folder that I created. You can do this directly on your desktop. It doesn't really matter. And we want to go ahead and create a text document. Once you have this text document, go ahead and open it up. Should look just like this. And we're going to go ahead and just paste all of that code directly into there. Once you paste that, you want to go ahead and click save as. And we will go ahead and rename it. So we're going to go ahead and name it index.html, just as you see it right here in the box. So you can see file name index.html. Go ahead and click save, and then we can close out of this. Now it's going to create a new folder right here called index. So what we're going to do is go ahead and copy the index right here, drag it into public HTML. So where we deleted all the files earlier in FileZilla, we will go ahead and drag that in. Okay, so now that we added the landing page into our hosting, you want to go ahead and go back to your domain name. Now this is the landing page that it generated, so yeah, I don't know, it's not really, like, obviously it's not really that good, but you can continue tweaking it with ChatGPT and tell it your like exact idea, and it will generate a much better landing page. Now, if you don't want to generate your own landing page, obviously you can buy a landing page. And the next thing I'm going to show you is how to actually like copy other people's landing pages. Now, I found this super helpful. If you found like a really sick landing page and you want to try to recreate it, I'll show you exactly how to recreate it. Okay, so this is a landing page that I purchased through, it's a provider named Rhino Marketing. Now what I'm going to do, I just took screenshots of all of the features for this landing page. What I'm going to do, I'm going to plug it directly into ChatGPT and try to get something that looks very similar. So let's go ahead and see exactly what it comes up with. Okay, so I just plugged in the images. You can see this is the home page. These are like the coupons and everything, just to make it look a little bit more high quality. We never know like exactly what ChatGPT will generate, so let's go ahead and allow it to generate a brand new landing page with this style that I gave it, and we'll see if it looks a little bit better. Okay, so it just generated a full new landing page. This did take a while, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and click copy code. Go ahead and go back to my folder, and then go ahead and right click the index and click open with Notepad. Now once you're in here, we will go ahead and just select all and then paste the brand new landing page that we just generated. Once you do that, just go ahead and save it, and we will go ahead and put it back into our FileZilla. Okay, so here is the old HTML. We can go ahead and just drag it in and just have it override the old one. Once you go ahead and do that, we can go ahead and check out our new landing page. Okay, so this is the new landing page that I generated. It did do it pretty spot on. You can see it did generate some like random niches, so like Roblox, Uber Eats, and coins or something. So you can see this is very similar to the images that I gave ChatGPT. So let's go ahead and test the actual features now. I'm going to go ahead and click Get Code, and you can see it is pretty similar. So this is my other landing page right here. Let's go ahead and click Get Code, and you can see it is pretty similar. So I guess it's like counting down or something right here. So this isn't properly set up. So we can go ahead and tell ChatGPT to fix that later. But yeah, it is pretty spot on. So let's go ahead and click Show Coupon. You can see it does have the counter. And there we are. So just like on my other landing page, it does the full counter. And then it says get full code. So it doesn't look exactly the same. It doesn't have all the cool animations and everything, but you can sit and tweak it with ChatGPT and pretty much copy any landing page no matter what the code is. So I know like the code can be pretty complicated, and some landing page they're like not copyable like in the HTML. If you guys don't know what that means, nothing to worry about, but there is some landing pages where you can't even see the code. It's like all hidden and stuff. So this is an easy way to generate a quick landing page if you have an idea in mind. Okay, next I'm going to be showing you a software called HTT Track. Now you can find this on Google. Basically, this is a software used to replicate like websites and stuff. So you can see it's a website copier. This isn't going to work for like all websites. So I'm going to show you an example of me using it. This is what I would use in the past, but now that there's AI out there, you can basically just use AI and you don't need to use this anymore. But this is another way you can replicate a website. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the URL. This is my website, handycoupons.org, and I'm using the Rhino Marketing landing page. So I'm going to go ahead and try to grab it and see what the outcome is. So this should only take a few minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and let it do its thing, and we're going to see if it gives me a working landing page. Okay, so it just completed grabbing the website. So most of the time this won't work for all landing pages, but this is just another option. You could always test this out and see if this works for the landing page that you want. So what I'm going to do now is go back into this, and we're just going to go ahead and delete it just for testing purposes. So let's go ahead and delete it, and then we will go ahead and drag and drop the new landing page into files. Okay, so here are all the folders. So you want to make sure that you're under the handy coupons. So it's just going to show you all of your websites. You want to go ahead and select the new folder that HTT Track made. Go ahead and select the domain right here, handy coupons, and it's going to give you these files. So we're going to go ahead and drag and drop this into here and see what basically happens, and you can know pretty quickly if it works or it doesn't work. This is just an option because if there's a less complex landing page that you want to replicate, sometimes this does work, but let's go ahead and see if it actually worked. Okay, so I just added all the files. We're going to go ahead and just reload the page, and this is what it looks like. So see, you could pretty much tell that it isn't working, and it's because this landing page actually just isn't copyable. There is like hidden code and stuff that you need for it to work. Now you can send this to ChatGPT and it could kind of tweak it. But yeah, this definitely will not work with this landing page. Once you have your landing page ready and you are almost ready to start promoting it, there is one more thing that I would recommend you doing. Now you should sign up for Cloudflare.com. This is a service that I use for all of my domains. It is completely free. What it will do, it will protect your website from being DDoSed, so people won't have access to your real IP address. This is super handy. It can prevent outages and stuff for your website. And another thing, it does speed up your website as well. So this is completely free, and if you need a tutorial how to do this, we already have a tutorial on the Learn platform, so be sure to check that out. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. This should help you get up and running without any help whatsoever. But if you still have any questions, I'm going to leave my Discord, Telegram, and email below. Don't forget, once you have your landing page set up, to check out our Learn platform on OGAds.com. This will show you step by step how to start getting traffic to your website. Now, I know some of these are pretty dated, but all of the content in these tutorials are updated and still working as of 2026. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, see ya.